Right, go.
Right, let's camera action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say it's such a shame that the system is so brutal and brutalises so many poor, innocent people, and they're just caught in the trap of the system. To be honest and frank, the system needs changing radically because it's in a dire situation. It's a lot of bureaucracy and red tape. You know, Childs will cut red tapes. Childs cut the red tape of the bureaucracy and what's going on. We need a radical change here within the framework of the system so that everybody, I stress, everybody benefits. And again, everything's stated in relation to this property that's been possessed, and we've now got squatters in the property. We've endeavoured to call the police, and we just called them again. Again, it's duly noted, recorded. We are just endeavouring to see justice and see some justice back in justice. That's our crime. That's what we're here for, and we will prevail. We will prevail. We shall win. Not win, that's the wrong word. We will prevail. We will see people emancipated. I'll term it like that. Emancipated. So yeah. So that's that. And yeah, if you're interested, give us a like. If you're not interested, give us a thumbs down. Not a problem. Either way, you know, you'll decide. But yeah, this is standing for something with integrity and ability, which sadly very few people have. But we'll continue to keep on keeping on, and we'll just do our best. Okay, well, thank you for watching, and bye for now. Bye bye.
Yeah, so once the police come, hopefully, we plan to ask the police to verify the documentation of these squatters inside, and then we'll ask the police to give us access, to remove them, arrest them, give us entry, give us the keys. The banks have broken all civil and criminal laws. They have been prosecuted criminally for 50 years jail. In 2017 they continued with their crimes. They need to be dissolved. Banks, UK banks, need to be dissolved over this case, because they not only murdered my sister, they murdered my baby niece. So there's a conspiracy between the London Borough of Redbridge, who had the baby in their care. They denied the baby the disability benefits. They denied my sister her disability benefits because the bank got my sister's name was not on the mortgage deed. She did not get housing benefit to pay her rent when she was dying of cancer. Conveniently, her name is not on the mortgage deed. Her name is not correct on the land registry. The name is not correct on the life policy of her and my dad. So conveniently for the bank, every time that my sister had a claim against my dad's life policy, she could get survivorship, she could own the house. That life policy did not work. When my sister passed away and she left this house to me for the investigation of her baby's death and other babies who've been satanically ritually abused by the state in state care, for the money to have this house paid off through the life policy, so that it can be a charity, a Hindu temple for sufferers of satanic ritual abuse in the UK, public services. So the evidence of the murders of the baby, the mother, my dad, is inside the house, and Walker Morris has put 2 squatters in there. They're pretending to auction the house for £400,000. Look up in Hainault, New North Road, 4-bedroom, 2 en-suites upstairs, brand new loft extension. Look up the value. It isn't less than 800,000. And the Savills auction is saying you can pay 10% less than 400.
But may we add, they can't sell it because of Anthony Stansfeld, ex Chief Crime Commissioner of Thames Valley Police has told them there is litigation in this, you can't sell it. Neelu will allude to that.
Yeah, so Anthony wrote to Savills to say, you are on notice, this is a criminal matter. You cannot proceed with the sale whilst there is a fraud investigation going on. Fraud against me, fraud against my sister, fraud against my baby niece, criminal cover-up of the murders, and it's being sold at half price. For what? For reason? To deny us the opportunity to have a temple.
And sorry, and again, we must stress, Anthony, thank you. And other guys in the police forces that are doing their best and helping us, seriously, thank you so much. You know, we're not against you. We are not your enemy. You are not our enemy. We all just want justice and, again, emancipation. That's it. People need to be emancipated. That's the reality of it. So that's why I'm standing here with my good friend Neelu, who's an amazing lady. Amazing lady. I've never met a lady like her. She's amazing, phenomenal. An absolute credit to the community and to her fellow workers in what she's endeavouring to do, because essentially she's trying to help many people out there that are going to face this situation, sadly, and we say sadly. But Neelu's deployed some empirically proven documents in relation to Anthony Stansfeld's great work, phenomenal, and sadly the police didn't even get the financial backing for it. How sad is this? Crime is going on through the banks, the banksters, the gangsters. Crime's going on, and the government didn't even purse the police to investigate these crimes fully. What is all this going? What on earth is going on? How sad is this? But you know what? You guys that are in the job and doing your job, brilliant. We salute you, we really do. You're doing an amazing job, and again, we can't stress that enough. And the police that have attended this unfortunate scene and situation, they've been great as well. So yeah, well done. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, just to clarify, we haven't had any police come out today. We had police on the 21st of March, 24th of March, 30th of March, 31st of March, and they haven't turned up today because they've probably been told don't bother. Yeah, so we'll come back on if any police arrive again. So we just got the second call to the police just now. I don't think they're going to turn up. They don't want to knock at the door and to get the squatters out, because the police have aided and abetted the theft of this house.
Sadly, yes.
Yeah, so we can't even, they don't want to come and do the right thing. They don't want to undo the damage that they've caused here.
Sadly.
That's the problem. Even if we wait and wait and wait, they're not going to turn up. So,
but we're going to wait. We'll be patient. You know, we have faith, we have hope. We'll wait. We'll be patient. And hopefully they'll turn up. So 450 New North Road, IG6 3EB. Supposed to be auctioned tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Anthony Stansfeld has stopped it. Thank you, Anthony. Seriously, Anthony, thank you.
The viewings were cancelled. 12 o'clock viewing was cancelled. The other guy turned up, said that he was upset that there was a viewing and the probate's still going on. They shouldn't have tried to sell it. Savills is compromised, implicated in money laundering, trafficking of stolen properties on behalf of the bank. Savills cannot get out of this unless they come clean with it and say, you know, they needed to verify the documents. These documents have not been verified.
The truth is, you need to come to the table and talk with us. You know, come, let us reason together. In the multitude of counsel and answers derived, let's come together. Let's talk. Let's not hide. We're not hiding. Let's talk. Thank you.
And that's a message for the bank and the police and the and the auctioneers.
Yes.
The agents.
Absolutely.
The solicitors, Walker Morris.
Absolutely.
And the barristers from Maitland Chambers, Edward Muley and Edward Granger. Junior counsels, they're implicated because they were in the court when the bank's possession claim was struck out on grounds of ongoing probate.
And just to verify it's not conspiratorial loon stuff, it's not spurious. We will show you now the document that the bailiffs and the security inside the house have left on the window. We'll show you. It's on the inside of the property. Here we go. So we're not making it up. There it is. Both sheets. Okay, if you care to read it. Okay. It says there, stay of execution at 8. Stay off.
Eviction.
Stay off. Stay of eviction. Sorry.
Sales, stay of auction, stay of everything.
There you go.
That cannot be processed because of the banking frauds. It's a criminal matter. It's awaiting a criminal investigation into the bank for contempt of the Criminal Appeals Court. EWCA Crim 369 2020. That is that they got 50 years jail sentences and they tried to reduce it, and the Criminal Appeals Court judges said no. Because the bank carried on, the bank has proved that the precedent of the 50 years jail sentences was insufficient deterrent, which means the Criminal Case Review Commission and the Criminal Appeals Court have to dissolve the banks. The banks in the UK have to be dissolved. The UK government has to be dissolved because they're fraudulently trading 5 years after they were criminally prosecuted with an insufficient deterrent. And they've got no regard for laws, the banks.
And I hasten to add, Neelu should be running the country. And by the way, Rishi Sunak is related to Neelu, is that correct?
Yeah, he's my nephew.
There you go.
He's my nephew.
There you go.
But then guess what? Somebody told me, why did he become Prime Minister? Because of the work we're doing. Our group is doing. That's why he got in. Because, he's a genuine guy. He's actually a banker. He knows banking frauds inside out. And the king has selected him because the king wants the prosperity and peace.
Well,
the Queen signed.
Charles, we want prosperity and peace as well. So we're on the same hymn page. You can use this to your advantage. This is leverage right here for you. For you, Charles, for you. Yes, you. So let us talk. Please, let us talk. Let's come together. Let us reason together.
We want people to believe that this can be fixed.
Yeah, absolutely.
People have to believe and see it to believe it.
Yep.
That what is wrong, and what is right.
Yeah.
And these guys are paid to squat in there because the banks have unlimited amount of money. It's fiat. They're stolen from our birth trust accounts, and they will spend anything to kill us.
And fear, F-E-A-R, false evidence appearing real. Okay, there it is. That's rendered. There it is.
Yeah. So is that enough for now?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Oh, Trevor's just come on. So Trev, the auction, savills.co.uk, 450 New North Road, IG6 3EB. They tried to auction it for 400k. It's worth 800k. 2 ensuite bedrooms upstairs. And Anthony Stansfeld has sent an email warning them that fraud has taken place against my late sister, myself, my family, baby. The evidence of 5 murders is inside. A bank is trying to destroy it on behalf of the financial system that is going to collapse because the banks are fraudulently trading 5 years after they were jailed, and that the banks have to pay compensation. So Trevor Meelam has got 100 cases of bank victims of billions of pounds stolen. So if you're a victim of businesses that have been repossessed, Trevor Meelam is the expert on that. And he's got nominated officer. And he's collected all the frauds of all the banks in England. 900 cases, yeah, Trev? 900 cases of businesses that have been repossessed, homes and suicides. How many suicides now, Trev? Dozens of suicides, family breakups, divorces, murders. you know, banking murders these are.
We have to stop this. Look at me, people. We have to stop this. There's no way out of it. You're either in or out. You're either part of the problem or part of the solution. No in between. That's it.
Yeah, so this is a test case, you'd agree? Yeah?
Yes.
And this, because there's 5 murders involved, this is a test case. It's a worst case. What you do in criminal law, you take the worst case, you solve it, and then everybody else gets solved. So we have London Borough of Redbridge, we have the family courts, we have disability benefit denial to the baby and the mother, we have banking frauds that Anthony Stansfeld has specialised in.
Thank you, Anthony. Seriously, thank you. We cannot thank you enough for that great work you did. And we are sorry. We are sorry that they assassinated you in the tabloids. We're sorry. We are so sorry.
Trevor has said there were 51 attempted suicides over the H-Boss cases that Anthony's covered. £7 million he spent on it through Thames Valley Police. He only got £2 million back from HMRC. HMRC, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yep.
You should pay Anthony Stansfeld his £7 million that he spent, because you've been money laundering our birth trust funds. Our birth trust funds that are worth hundreds of billions of pounds each one of us is worth. You've stolen that. You've allowed the banks to launder that, so that we're getting murdered as quickly as possible. We get traffic, then we get murdered, and then they steal from our central bank accounts. And HMRC's got the lid on it. HMRC, you are a criminal under international law. Under the Crime International Cooperation Act 2003, you are a terrorist. You're a global terrorist, HMRC. And you need to be dissolved. UK government needs to be dissolved. HMRC, His Majesty's Revenue Services. Well, that's a very, very bold statement to state. And if it's not rebutted, as you are aware, in law, it stands. I would suggest you endeavour to do your best to rebut that. That's a serious thing to say. If you don't rebut it, it stands. Oh my. Okay. Well, Anthony said that they slipped out the back door with in his, they didn't want anything to do with the investigation. But if you're a criminal, you can't get your way. No. Unless you need to be shut down, unless you need to be dissolved.
Right, okay,
See?
Of course. So that's the only way
out. It's logic. There's no other way of dealing with the HMRC laundering our birth trust funds and allowing the banks to kill us, allowing the banks to assassinate us, these corporate manslaughters. These attempted suicides are attempted manslaughters from money laundering. And it's called state terrorism, because when you steal somebody's house, you've just killed them, haven't you? Taken over their castle.
Well, look, okay, would somebody, I haven't got access, but would somebody look up the word terrorist, please? Would you actually endeavour to be kind, look that up in the English Oxford Dictionary? That'd be kind, and give us the rendering of it, please. That'd be kind. Thank you.
Yeah, so the SIA squatters are in there. It's this inhuman, degrading treatment that they are locked in that house. These have got to be illegal immigrants. They've got to be. This is not a proper job. Lloyds Banking Group has locked them up in a cage with no air, water, or food.
Oh, they've got water. They've got water. They've got water. They don't have food.
Yeah. Well, they got filtered water in there, but they're not allowed.
Sorry. We must say, forgive us. They have got water. There's running water in there, and I think they do access the shops across the road to get food with. So, yeah, we must. Sorry, an oversight on our behalf. Sorry.
But are they allowed to use the my water? They're not meant to use that.
Well,
they're not paying the bills, are they?
Again, that's something that will be eked out and thrashed out further on down the line.
Yeah. See, I don't get that. How they can utilise the air and the water.
Okay, why we're because what happened was I just called the police a little while ago, and they did say they would call me back and give us an update, and unfortunately this was 12:30. Then I called them at 2:06. I'm going to call them again now, and we'll see what's happening. It's on loudspeaker, obviously you can hear it.
Team with service?
Yeah, please.
Police, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, police. What's your
Yeah,
emergency?
hi. Forgive me. I'm sorry. We was told. I rang in 12:30 in relation to a possession of a property. We was told that a unit was going to be dispatched at 12:30. I just momentarily rung again, as I'm sure you're aware, and I'm ringing again.
Yeah.
Any news on the unit that's been dispatched, please?
There is at the moment, but I need you just to stop dialing 999, please, and use the 101 system, okay? Because this is just for emergencies. We're aware of what's going on, so in future 101, please. All right?
No, we need
at the moment.
police.
Hang on, sorry. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, and I will certainly do that. But sorry, forgive me. Can you just confirm?
We are looking to get a unit to you, okay?
Right,
but there's
right.
other emergencies that have taken over priority, so
No,
they'll
I
come to you as
understand.
soon as they can. All right?
Thank you so much. Much obliged. Thank you.
No worries. Cheers.
Well, thank you. Bye. Okay. Brilliant. So yeah, a police unit's been dispatched. We're sitting and waiting. So when the police come, we'll let you know. Okay. Thank you. Right. Thanks.
Right, thank you. Until next time. Bye.
The police is on their way, so that's it.